So a couple years ago, I made a quarterback tier list video on my channel, and so yeah, I just decided I would do it again for the current quarterbacks, even though nobody's making tier list videos anymore. But I thought it would be fun, so we're gonna do that. If you disagree with anything that I say on here, then let me have it in the comments. Tell me how wrong I am. Respectfully, though, of course. Yeah, I can't be disrespectfully. So, anyways, yeah, let's get into this. So we have elite, great, above average, average, below average, and trash. So I'm gonna go quarterback by quarterback. Gonna start out with Jameis Winston. I'm gonna say that Jameis Winston is above average. I think he's a good quarterback, and he played really well before he got injured last year on the Saints. I know in Tampa he wasn't very good. He had a lot of picks, but other than the picks, he was really, really good in Tampa. If you take away all the interceptions, of course you can't though. But I think he's gonna be turning the ball over less, and I think he'll be pretty good in New Orleans. Now Derek Carr. I'm also going to say he's above average. Derek Carr isn't an elite quarterback by any means, but he's a good quarterback. And he took the Raiders to the playoffs last year. That was really, really impressive, and the Raiders were a mess last year. Let's just be honest. And Derek Carr still took them to the playoffs. Mac Jones, he's average. I guess I'd say he's what the Patriots need. You know, he's nothing special, but I mean, I guess he's what the Patriots need, and he does that job well. So Baker Mayfield, I don't know what to put for Baker. I'm gonna say that Baker is. I honestly think he's above average, but the whole Baker Mayfield situation is weird. I'm not gonna get into it, but personally, I think he is above average. I think he's a good quarterback. Sam Darnold, trash. I'm just gonna put him at trash. He's not very good, and I thought that in Carolina he would do better, but he didn't. So I'm putting him down here at trash. Justin Herbert, he's great. He's a great quarterback. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do on the Chargers this year. They have a really good team. Justin Herbert still hasn't made the playoffs in his career after 2 seasons. He should this year, but we'll have to see. Tua, I'm going to say Tua's average. He's, very limited as a quarterback. He, maybe in the next couple seasons with Tyreek Hill, he can get up to above average. But right now, he's definitely no better than average. Justin Fields, I'm also going to say Justin Fields is average. He has potential to be great, but right now he's average. And I honestly, I don't think the Bears are going to be very good this year. They don't really have much in terms of helping Justin Fields. He wasn't great last year. Of course, he was a rookie. But yeah, I'm not so confident in the Bears this year at all. Kyler Murray is above average. He's a good quarterback. I question his leadership though, but I do think that he's a very good quarterback, very talented. I I don't know about his leadership. That remains to be seen, but we will see this year. Daniel Jones, for some reason, has red by his name. I guess there is red in the Giants' color scheme, but it's mostly blue. Whatever. Daniel Jones is below average. He's not trash, but he's not very good either. He hasn't shown anything. He hasn't shown at all the ability to be a franchise quarterback. So yeah, he's below average. I think that this year is definitely a make or break year for him. If he can play well this year, then maybe the Giants can look at keeping him. But, you know, what we've seen so far, there's no reason for him to. Jalen Hurts, also average. He's not anything. I mean, he's talented for sure, but we don't know. We haven't really seen him throw the ball very well. He can run the ball very well, but he needs to improve as a passer for sure. I think he can do that, but he isn't great yet. Patrick Mahomes. What else needs to be said? It's Patrick Mahomes. Drew Lock. I'm going to say he's below average. I don't think he's trash. But he's not really shown anything. Maybe he'll do well in Seattle, but I doubt it because the Seahawks really have nobody. So he is below average. Carson Wentz. I think I don't know. I'd say he's average to above average. I'll put him here I'll just keep him at average for right now. He's shown some very poor decision making at times. It also isn't a very good leader, so I'm having him right here at average. Kirk Cousins is also average. Same thing can be said with Kirk Cousins, man. Same thing as Carson Wentz, really. And like his record in primetime games, you know, speaks for itself. But I mean, he's not a bad quarterback at all. Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is great. I'm having him as great. He won a Super Bowl, just did, and he played really, really well on the Rams. I knew he was pretty good on the Lions, but the Lions were always a bad team with him. And now he's off of that, and he's showing that he's a really, really good player. Sean Watson, I'll also put it at great. He's a very talented quarterback for sure. Is he going to get suspended or not? That remains to be seen. Is he a good person? Doesn't seem like it, but he's a good quarterback. Davis Mills, he's probably below average. You know, he did better than expected than in his rookie year, but expectations also weren't very high for him. Yeah, so I think he's below average. Jared Goff, he's average. He was pretty good on the Rams, but the Rams were also a really stacked team, and they won the Super Bowl when they got Matthew Stafford. And yeah, the Lions weren't very good last year, but Jared Goff isn't necessarily a terrible quarterback. Russell Wilson is a great quarterback. He's been in the MVP conversation nearly every year of his career. He usually kind of fizzles out towards the end, but he's undeniably a great quarterback. Cam Newton, I mean, he's been good in the past. But right now, he's pretty garbage. And it's funny that the two Panthers quarterbacks are both here at trash. Joe Flacco, I would also, at this point in his career, I'd say he's at the bottom tier. He used to be decent, but he's gotten a lot older now. And last time we seen him play, he wasn't very good. Joe Burrow, he's great. Joe Burrow is awesome. Really, really good quarterback. And he led the Bengals to a Super Bowl. They didn't win the Super Bowl, but man, he's turned around that franchise. He is great. But I'm not going to put him in elite yet, just because, well, one thing is it's only 1 year. And also, he's not the most talented quarterback. But yeah, he's obviously great. Mitchell Trubisky, I think he's below average. Yeah, he wasn't very good in Chicago. Maybe he'll do better on the Steelers, but that remains to be seen. Teddy Bridgewater, also below average. Yeah, he's very limited as a quarterback. And he's not great. He has to be in the right system. So I think even to be average, he has to be in the right system. So I think below average is the right place for him, but he's definitely not trash. Zach Wilson, also put him at below average. We'll see if he does better. I think he has potential to be better, but what we've seen from him so far wasn't very good. Josh Allen is elite. I mean, he's super talented. 2 straight incredible seasons. And I think the Bills are definitely a Super Bowl contender this year. Trey Lance, really it remains to be seen with him. I have no idea. I'm going to put him at above average because he's a talented quarterback, definitely. And I think he'll be pretty good, but I don't see anything that makes me think he's average or below average. So, but we can't put him at great yet because we haven't really seen him play a whole lot. But he's super talented. Ryan Tannehill, I'd also put him at above average. He's a good quarterback for sure. But, actually, you know what? I'm going to move him down to average. He's a good quarterback, but he is going to be replaced when he's, probably by Malik Willis. That remains to be seen. But yeah, he's a good quarterback, and he's fine for right now. But, he's not... I don't think he's the long-term answer. Dak Prescott is above average. He's a really good quarterback. I don't think he's great yet. We can't put him at great yet because I think he's only won 1 playoff game ever. So he needs to do better in the playoffs, but he's a good quarterback for sure. I like Dak. But, he hasn't really done a whole lot to say he's great. Lamar Jackson, I'm going to put Lamar at great. Very, very talented. He's done some really good things, and he's improved as a passer. Really good quarterback, for sure. But a lack of playoff success keeps him from being elite. Tom Brady is elite. I mean, he's awesome. 7-time Super Bowl champion. Obviously, greatest of all time. Matt Ryan is above average. Really, really good quarterback. Definitely. But recently, he's been on a really bad Falcons team and he hasn't played very well. But I think on the Colts, he'll do a lot better. It's good to see him on a new team, 100%. Aaron Rodgers, he's elite. Great quarterback. He's won multiple MVPs. What is it? Is he at 4 MVPs now? I think 4 or 5. I think I've lost count, but yeah, he's always the league MVP. He's great, but he does, leave some to be desired in terms of playoff success. And last but not least, we have Trevor Lawrence. I'm going to say that Trevor Lawrence is average. We haven't seen him. I think that he'll improve, but the Jaguars are a bad team. And last year, from what we saw last year, he was below average, but I think he has a lot of potential. So I'm going to put him at average for this year. And that's the quarterback tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Was it a great tier list or was it terrible? Was it elite or was it trash? How would you put this tier list video in a tier list? Tier listception. Whatever. If you disagree, respectfully, of course. Bye.